Hi, performers and achievers. Welcome to Performers and Achievers Daily with me, Raj Gavurla. Today's episode, instead of the fight, flight, freeze, or hide response, what else is there? Have you been hearing people talking and they try to talk to each other and one says, we need to fight them or we need to fight him or her or we need to fight for this or we need to do, etc. And I know a lot of people are well-meaning when they do this. However, there are so many more responses besides fight or flight or freeze or hide. Those are all responses of that are there and they're there for a purpose. However, in order to create civility and actually have a sense of civility and for people to get along and for there not to be fights and arguments that are way blown out of proportion because people have or are very challenged or have forgotten how to talk to one another, communicate with one another. So the other responses are, for example, there's the enjoyment response, there's the fun response, there's the happy response, there's the energy response, there's the exciting response, there's the endorphins response, there's the ask response. These are all responses. There's the succeed response. There's the compete with each other together instead of competing against each other. These are all responses. And so it's very important for you to keep these in mind. As I think it'll benefit you tremendously and support you tremendously when you keep this in mind. So these are all different types of responses. And that's very important for you to keep in mind. Do you have civility? That's all it is, civility. Because most likely it's just with good talking with one another, communication, instead of trying to go against each other, right? Because if you start to go against each other, then it escalates, or it could, for whatever reasons. There's a multitude of reasons or ways it can escalate. And we know a lot of those are, what a lot of those are. And they have no benefit. And if you need to, you can bring someone in to guide the communication. However, you're people, you're adults in society, you're professionals. You should be able to talk with one another. And if you need to, put together like a communications protocol or a communication structure. And it's not one size fits all. However, I know that by doing this, you definitely will have more enjoyment, more fun, more energy. It'll benefit your health and wellness. It makes a ton of significance in anything that you do, anywhere you are. So can you look into that? Can you try that? Can you implement that? So your bonus is to pick a situation. You're adults. You're professionals. You should be able to just walk up to each other and talk with each other in a manner that's has civility. Now, you probably don't want to do this while one or the other or both are engaged in accomplishing some kind of work or objective or task or initiative, right? Talk about it when there's a little slower time. So a lot of people are not aware of and do not have the skills to be able to do something like this. They have too many emotions that are, again, the fight, flight, freeze, hide response. And therefore, they can't be thoughtful. They can't come out with the words, the way that they look, and the words that they're using, and the congruency is not there. And therefore, it's difficult to proceed. However, by working on your communication skills and realizing that you all are there to compete with each other together, not against each other. So, where can you apply this? Where can you implement this? There's a multitude of reasons why this could be occurring. Could be because someone was, there was some kind of the way someone was trained. It could be based on their other factors, like just their ability to be able to present themselves well, be able to communicate their knowledge or their ideas or their point of view in a way that's has civility in it. I mean, if someone tries to do that and they're not able to do it with civility, then obviously the other person will not like and will not be in harmony with what it is that is being accomplished. So look and see, where can you actually talk with each other and do so with civility? And it just takes some thoughtfulness. It takes some additional communication skills. Sometimes it's miscommunication. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes people are incongruent when they shouldn't be. And sometimes people are just doing it because for whatever reason, they haven't gotten to that level of communication skills. They don't see how that's beneficial to everyone involved. And therefore, they're not necessarily attuned to it. However, when you make them attuned, so this isn't just for you, this is for maybe someone that you know, someone that's on your team, one of your teammates, one of your colleagues, whomever it may be. And just be able to guide them and work on their communication skills. So that's important. So that's what I have for you today. If you like my podcast, like it and make a comment. For those of you who are interested in my private, personal, professional, confidential services and programs, visit my website, rajgavurla.com. Fill out the brief form, and we will contact you as soon as we can. Enjoy your day.